Hello, everybody. This is Narc Discarder McGee coming at you with another rendition of the Narcissist Chronicles. All right. In today's episode, we are going to talk about post discard. Do not look at their social media. All right. So, this is going to be a very difficult thing for people to do after they are in a relationship with somebody who is diagnosed narcissist personality disorder. So I'm going to tell you firsthand that looking at their social media is the whole thing is meant to trigger you. And we all have seen the YouTube videos, we all have seen everybody talk about this. But I'm going to give you real life examples and what the person with the personality disorder does and how it's geared directly towards their ex. Somebody, and I think you guys know who I'm talking about, said that narcissists live their lives on social media like their ex is watching. And that is true. Now, what they're going to do, of course, they're going to post things that are going to be meant to trigger you. Now, this is where you have to not react. And I could say, with the exception of post discard, like immediately after, I haven't reacted to anything that she's ever posted. But in terms of, after the discard, yeah, I did try to reach out a couple of times, and, that was short lived. And then eventually I ended up completely blocking. She hoovered me a couple times, and, that was it. But in terms of the social media, don't look at their social media, as hard as that is. I could tell you 2 years out of one of these relationships, out of a discard, being left like I never existed. I could tell you to this day, I say to this day like it's been years and years and years, but I mean, realistically, it's been 2 years, which is kind of a long time. But to this day, she mentions me. So literally a couple of days ago, she was talking about a story of one of our first dates and brought my name up. Then secondly, another thing that she does is she'll post pictures that are of her that I took of her on dates, and she'll put things that she'll post pictures with maybe like gifts I got her, or things along that line. So, of course, it's going to be very hard to not look at their social media. You're likely going to look. Here's the thing that you have to remember is when you're looking at their social media, you have to realize that, for one, you can't react to anything that they're doing because they're looking to trigger you. They're looking for an emotional reaction. And then two, you can't see too far into what they're doing. You can't see too far into it. You just have to take it for what it is. If you look, it's like, okay, whatever. This is what they're doing. They're trying to trigger me, and that's it. Leave it for what it is. I'll go even deeper into it. As somebody who dealt with somebody who, had the personality disorder and was not correct in their head, people will probably ask me. They're going to say, well, Robert, why do you look, why do you care? Why do you look at her stuff? Well, we can get into trauma bonds. We can get into all that. But I'll tell you why I look. One, I don't want to be with her. Two, I don't love her. Do you know why I look? Because I care. That's why. Because I'm a caring human being. I'm a caring person. I look to just see that she's okay. I honestly, that's why sometimes I look, because I just want to know that she's okay. And honestly, I know people say, oh, as empaths and chosen ones, I don't talk like that. I can only be so lucky to be considered a quote unquote chosen one. Hey, if you want to label me an empath, cool. But listen, I look at her stuff still because I was with her for a very long time. Okay? And I hope that one day that I'm able to fully just stop looking. And I hope that you are too, because I know how hard it is, obviously. I'm sure you can hear, the struggle and the pain in my voice of talking about this person. But anyways, that's really it. That's all I wanted to say, in terms of, the looking at their social media and what it means, and, how you can react accordingly. Reacting accordingly means not reacting to them. It means reacting to yourself. Because from here on out, everything is going to trigger you, whether or not it's them posting on social media, whether or not it's a song that comes on, whether or not it's a smell, whether or not it's an article of clothing, whether or not it's food, whether or not it's something that comes on the TV. It's all meant to throw you off balance in terms of all of those spiritual and energy connections you had with this person. But all right, guys. Yep, that's it. Until next time, take care.